Good morning and happy Sunday and happy uh, Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend. Uh, Memorial Day was back in freaking May. Um, Labor Day weekend. And you are now watching another episode of the J Ramble 745 Later Platoon channel. I am your boy, J Ramble 745. So, today I'm going to do a little something different. I am actually going to, instead of reviewing a knife, or knives, or any bladed weapon, I had a friend of mine that wanted me to review a couple of firearms that I own and he owns. And today we are going to review the M1A. I'm going to talk a little bit about the M1A rifle, or M1A, aka the M14 platform. So the one that I have is the M1A SOCOM CQB rifle. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the specs, how I customized this one for me, and then I'm going to show you the other one, the M1A precision rifle. So basically, this is basically the civilian model of the military's M14 platform, and much like the M14, and yes, YouTube, as you can see, there is no round in the chamber, there is no magazine, so leave me alone. It shoots the same way as the military M14, and it fires the same round as the military's version of the M14. So there's nothing really different on the way it shoots, and in fact I can show you what rounds it'll shoot. I'm just gonna pull one out just to show you. So this is the 7.62 by MKE, and how I know this big old bullet right here, and how I know that this is a 7.62 is that it tells you right there on the stamp, right there, it'll tell you what it is. And it's kind of blurry to see because it should show you right there. 7.62 by MKG. I actually like the MKG rounds. MKE. MKE is another brand. MKE is a ammunition manufacturing company out of Turkey. But much like the American ammunition companies here in the States, they run through several different tests through their ammunition process, especially with their NATO rounds. So it goes through the same process as the NATO standards. There is actually a video on YouTube that the factory owner and a YouTuber there go through the entire factory process of how the MKE rounds are made. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check that out. But mine is the SOCOM M1A, and this is how I have mine set up. It's got the muzzle brake right there to reduce recoil. Unfortunately, the drawback to that is that this makes this weapon loud. That's the only drawback to it. I have a red dot, green dot scope on mine. It's not really a scope, it's a red dot, green dot scope. I have fired this one to maybe about 350 yards away. It's dead accurate. I love this weapon. Can't miss. It's built like a freaking tank. Of course, it's got the collapsible tactical stock. I mine all the way to here because I got short stubby arms, so I have to like mount mine up. I put mine with the tack light here. Here is the bottom where I'll activate the light, as you can see. Let's see if I can show you. So that's how I run mine. And unfortunately, it does put a lot of weight in the front because of the way the rail is set up. As you can see, right there is the rail that comes along with this weapon system. But I also added a very unique foregrip to this weapon. This is from Riker Firearms Industry. I love this foregrip. It doesn't... What it's supposed to do, the idea behind the Riker foregrip system is supposed to keep your weapon steady when you're shooting it at a standing position. It honestly, to be honest, I love it, but it doesn't change the figure 8 that you're going to naturally get when you're shooting this thing. I mean, it's just the way this is. Plus, this is a very heavy weapon already. So if I wanted to remove the red dot, green dot, and just run with iron sights, I still have the iron sights on this weapon here. As you can see, I still run the iron sights on this. So, and I shot this weapon with both the iron sight and the red dot, green dot at 350 yards. Dead accurate. I have not missed. So I like this weapon system, and of course I put my bipod on this as well, in case I wanted to shoot prone, because sometimes I shoot prone. But yeah, this is mine. Very sturdy. This stock is from Archangel. It comes from Springfield Armory. This is the Archangel, and it's got the... It doesn't have the logo on there, but it'll tell you right there that it's made from Archangel. Of course, you got the safety lever right there. Right, if you push this in like that, it'll make the weapon active again. Right. There. So I did that to show you guys what it could do. You can shoot. I'm gonna take off the safety lever again. I'm gonna hold my finger right there. Yep. Unlock it there. And how you lock it open like that is there is a latch right here that holds this weapon open like so. So so far I've shot it. The only drawback is that it's super heavy. It's heavy without the accessories that I put on it. But, you know, I'm a pretty strong guy, so I can handle my own with that weapon. But yeah, that's my M1A SOCOM CQB with the Archangel stock. And I'm about to show you my friend's M1A. And he had a very interesting mod on his. He actually designed his, because he owns the precision version of his weapon system. So my SOCOM is 16-inch barrel. So it's a mid-size. That's actually the shorter one. Not the mid-size. This is actually the shorter one. It's designed for tactical house-to-house fighting, or that's its intended purpose. It's supposed to be a battle rifle. This one, this is my friend's Precision M1A, as you can see. And yes, commie tube. As you can see, there's no round in the chamber. There's no magazine. Blah, blah, blah. Piss off. I have to do that because YouTube tried to demonetize one of my videos a little while back ago where I was showing a weapon system. And they griped and bitched like they always want to do. So they told me to just make sure when I do videos like this to ensure that the weapon is safe. As you can see, there's no round in the chamber and there's no mag. He put, now back to what I was talking about. My friend put the tact hunting rifle on his scope on this one, and he's shooting sub MOA groupings with this weapon system. He wanted to do like a double color tone. I actually like the way he double color toned this rifle, just black and khaki. It's really, really cool. I'm digging it. And it's got the cheek riser here. And as you can see here, you got these knobs right here, where I got my finger, where it raises the cheek rise, the cheek rest. So you can adjust the level of your cheek rise, cheek rest. So that way when you look down the barrel of the scope, well, not the barrel, but the scope, to sight in your shot, you can comfortably put your cheek rest here. So you won't be doing this when you're shooting it, because that will tilt your neck. And believe me, when you're shooting anywhere from 50 to 100 rounds, that hurts your neck. There's also another adjuster right here where it adjusts the buttstock, so it is adjustable. I'm really digging that. He also put a CV Life bipod on his to steady the weapon, and like the SOCOM that I have, it also fires NATO 7.62 308 ammunition. So this is more for long distance shooting. As you can see, and this is more for a like precision style shooting system platform. Like any other typical M14 M1A platform, it is a heavy gun. I would not recommend using this for a hunt because of the weight, because it will kill your arms to carry this around. But other than that, I mean, what more do you want out of a precision rifle? And it's an M14 platform system. It's a proven weapon system. Like the SOCOM, it's got the safety lever right there where I got my finger. So, and then to put it back into safe, there it is. And this is actually smoother than mine. So, oh, and the other cool thing I was going to mention is he already installed the Safe Lock rail on this weapon. So when he got it, he told me that this is already, the way he bought it, he bought this weapon with the scope, the Safe Lock already. And I believe he bought this up at Gun Broker for $18.28 total. So he got a really good deal out of his weapon. He got a really, really good deal. I'm jealous because I actually paid the same amount of money for my SOCOM M1A, but without all the doodads that it's got on it now. So mine is actually more expensive than his precision rifle, and it's the same freaking rifle. Only difference is that this is a 22-inch barrel, and it's designed more for a precision setup. So I'm definitely digging his rifle. Kind of jealous, envious of him, but then again, he's envious of me for buying the SOCOM. So it's kind of like, well, you know, whenever you and I hang out at the range one of these days, we'll take turns shooting each other's weapons, see what we think of it. And we have not done that yet, but we're going to. Me and Chris are two prior service Marine Corps. In fact, Chris served with me back in the day in the Marine Corps when we were both in when we were both motor T's back in Camp Lejeune. So been a really good friend of mine for years. We stayed in touch all this time. He's a big gun guy like I am. He also is a big knife guy. I keep trying to tell him to do a knife review channel, but you know, he's busy. He's got things going on, wife and kids and all that. So, but yeah, whenever we and him hang out the range, we just do what we always do. We just shoot guns and talk about stupid stuff we used to do when we were younger back in the Corps days. But I just wanted to show you his M1A and my M1A. Other than that, it's the same weapon system. It's just designed for different purposes. Mine is designed for more of a mid-range, closer range battle style rifle setup. His is more designed for precision shooting. But it's the same weapon system. The M1A M14 is probably the longest, not the longest serving weapon in American history, but it is the longest used weapon system in American history among the military. It's the reason why a lot of the older GIs love this weapon system, because it's proven, it's battle tested, it's seen action and combat in the times of the Korean War, Vietnam. We've even used this weapon system in the Persian Gulf. We've even used this weapon system in the Iraq-Afghanistan war. It's a proven weapons platform system, and it's one of the best that was ever produced by our U.S. That was ever introduced to the U.S. military by Springfield Armory. So definitely take a good look, see which weapon system you like the most. If you're a precision shooter, if you're a precision shooter and you want to shoot and you want a little nostalgia, I highly recommend this weapon system. It's a really, really badass looking firearm. Or if you want to be tactically cool and do something like this, you can. You know, at the end of the day, is what do you prefer? So, I'm not saying one is better than the other. It's the same freaking gun, really. It's just what you want to get out of it. And other than that, with that being said, I hope you guys have a happy Labor Day weekend. Stay safe out there. Be conscious. Right now, we are living in quite an interesting time in American history, politically speaking. But all I can tell you is that do what you guys do every day. Stay safe out there. Be there for one another. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next episode, and you guys have a good one.